Did you really think it was going to be so long before I came back to listen to Scott Walker? Are you kidding me? You knew I was coming back. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. We're coming back to Scott 1, the first album from Mr. Scott Walker, and we've listened to Matilda. We're moving on to the next track here, which is Montague, Terrace in Blue. A little Romeo and Juliet reference, perhaps. Where's the is it Capulets? Montague's Capulets, I'm pretty sure. Remember the movie that starred Leonardo DiCaprio? The slightly more modern version of it, which kept the old Shakespearean language? That was interesting. That was shown to us in school, and it was always an interesting time. Anyways, let's go ahead and listen to it. We'll, of course, talk about it after. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful one out there, wherever you may be, whatever part of the world you are in. Thanks for being here, and thanks for watching. We'll talk about the track after. Here we go.
The little clocks stop ticking now. We're swallowed in the stomach room. The only sound to tear the night comes from the man upstairs. His bloated, belching figure stomps. He may crash through the ceiling soon. The window sees trees cry from cold and claw the moon.
Oh, jeez.
Montague Terrace in Blue.
What a crash that was.
The girl across the hall makes love. Her thoughts lay cold like shattered stone. Her thighs are full of tales to tell.
That's one way of putting it, I suppose.
Of all the nights she's known.
Next.
Your eyes ignite like cold blue fire. The scent of secrets everywhere. A fist filled with illusions clutches all our cares. But we know,
that's heavy.
Don't we? And we'll dream, won't we? Of Montague Terrace in Blue. All in blue.
The man could sing a song, tell a tale, wrap it all up in this wonderfully orchestrated piece of music and package, and this is what you get. Sincerely dramatic, wonderfully poetic in his own way. I have ideas of what he's talking about, but I'm not 100% sure. But you know what? We'll get to that when we get to it. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I feel like you either like Scott Walker or you don't like Scott Walker. At least in these initial albums, from what I've heard, like for the most part, he sticks in a certain lane. I've heard that later on he gets more abstract, kind of in the same line as like David Sylvian, but I've never heard of any of his later work, just early work, such as this. And I love the way that he sings. I love the way that he tells a tale. I love how sometimes so subtle, as we heard in the verse of this track, how everything can be with the instruments. And then when that drum comes in, there's something about that snare when it first hits that leads into the absolute crashing cacophony of instrumentation after, that it just completely riles everything up. The production, it's almost like when the sound comes in, it almost feels like it's blowing it out. Obviously it's not, but it has a similar effect in just the way that it crashes through. This is definitely a bull in china shop kind of situation. I mean, hide your, high value vases and your pots and pans. Hide it all. Hide the teacups, because that bull, he do be a running. Whatever that means. Oh, let's look at the lyrics. The little clock stopped ticking now. We're swallowed in the stomached rue. The only sound to tear the night comes from the man upstairs. His bloated, belching figure stomps. He may crash through the ceiling soon. The window sees trees cry from cold and claw at the moon. So very clearly painting a picture, okay? But we know, don't we? And we'll dream, won't we, of Montague Terrace in blue. So, of course, I'm thinking of Romeo and Juliet, but let's give this a little bit of a Google and see if Montague Terrace kind of gives us something else to kind of look at here. Besides, Scott Walker and I guess an apartment place here as well. Which, by the way, is not very greatly rated. The office lady embezzles money. Oh, cleaner than when we moved in. That's not a good place then. So there is no reference besides this random apartment place about Montague Terrace. So perhaps this is something just really about the song here. The girl across the hall makes love. Her thoughts lay cold like shattered stone. Her thighs are full of tales to tell of all the nights she's known.
Oh my. Oh my.
Your eyes ignite like cold blue fire, the sense of secrets everywhere. A fist filled with illusions clutches all our cares. But we know, don't we? We'll dream, won't we, of Montague Terrace in blue, all in blue. So, to be 100% honest, I don't think us Googling, Montague Terrace with the apartments is too far off, because I feel like this is purely a visual, not novel, but a visual song. He may just literally be sitting in his apartment, listening to sounds upstairs, to the side, about his neighbors, and this, and the tales that have been told from different directions up above him, below him, in his apartment or his flat that he's living in. And this could purely be seen as such, as just a song about those particular places and experiences and things that he's hearing. At least that's what I think. But let me know what you guys think. The comments down below. Follow me over on Patreon if you want. Like the video. Subscribe. All of that stuff. Thank you for being here. I'll see you all later.